Hello everybody, today is Thursday, April 2nd, and we are coming down to the wire. Spring break is near, we're almost there, so we're going to do one more little project that's going to go over Thursday and Friday and be due before you ship off for spring break, and we all have a nice little break from school. Yay! Okay? So, your task is two things. Number one, you're going to make a factoring brochure. So it's going to be like a little tutorial of every single process we've gone over. And then you're going to take a short little quiz on a Google form. So this agenda video is me going to be talking over all the specifics for the project to make sure we got everything fully understand, there's no confusion, and we are set and ready to go. So first, let me pull up the factoring brochure. Okay, it is a Google Slides presentation that is that's on Google Classroom. Okay, I've made a template that's ready for you to use. And I've made a copy for all y'all. So when you open that assignment in Google Classroom, there's already a copy already made for you so you can start typing on it. Job number one, put your name and class hour on the very first slide. This makes me know whose assignment is who. What is this project going to consist of? Well, think of each different slide as a book or like as a page in a book. So you're going to make your own little tutorial book on how to do all these processes. I've already made the slides for you, so you're welcome. There's one slide that has definition, vocabulary. The next slide is going to be examples. So you are going to be looking at the processes of the greatest common factor. You're going to be looking at difference of squares, factoring trinomials in the x squared plus bx plus c form, factoring trinomials in the ax squared plus bx plus c form, and then the last one, I cannot think of it. Oh, grouping. Okay, so there's 5 processes. On each slide, you are going to tell me the steps. Okay, hold on, let me backtrack. Okay, on the vocabulary slide, where you just have at the top the title, okay, trinomials, you're going to tell me the steps to complete the method. So how do I factor trinomials in that form, or how do I factor difference of squares? Okay, you're going to tell me, okay, if I'm given a problem, how do I know which method to use? So, for example, I'll use greatest common factor method if ... You tell me what clues you're looking for so you know what method to use. And then finally, you're going to include any catchphrases we use or acronyms to know, to remember our method. So, for example, trinomials in the ax squared plus bx plus c squared, or blah, 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 blah. Ax squared plus bx plus c form, we use slip and slide. Okay, so anything that helps you remember those forms. Then, after you have your definition vocabulary slide done, you're going to give me 3 examples of each form. And that's already on a slide that's called example. Okay, I've already formatted it for you, so you just have to type in your example. You're going to type in your problem. You're going to show me the work, type out the steps. There's not that many steps for these, okay, so that's nice. You should probably have 3 to 4 lines of work. And then you're going to have your final answer, which I've actually given you an example slide, kind of show you what it's supposed to look like at the beginning of the presentation. You may not use any of those problems, so you have to come up with your own problems. But I want 3 problems per method and try to make them different difficulty, you know? If you get all easy problems, that's not going to prepare you for the quiz, okay? I've typed out all the directions I've talked about here at the beginning. You're more than welcome to read through. I strongly suggest you read through them so you know what you're doing. Just make sure when you have your final product for the brochure, make sure it's neat, organized, there's not numbers all over the place, and use that direction slide as a checklist. So when you think you're done, go through, use it as a checklist to make sure you have done all the steps that are required of you. All right. Another thing I've added to the presentation, which you may know or may not know, is how to type exponents. I've added a video into there of how to add exponents in Google Slides. If you're struggling with that, please email me and let me know. I'm more than happy to help you. Okay, that's step 1. Step 2 is a Google form. So after you're done with your brochure, you're going to take the factoring test. The factoring test is over all of those methods. So I'm not looking at any of those exponent rules or any of the stuff we did at the beginning of the chapter because I've already checked your understanding of those. There's no reason to beat a dead horse. So your test, which I'm pulling up right now, it is, come on, load, 30 points. So if you look at it, the factoring brochure is worth more points than your test. Okay? You may use your brochure on your test. Okay? Use those resources to make sure you're doing these processes accurately. All right? You are going to have, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 questions. Okay? 10 questions, 3 points each. Most of them, I will say this, most of your problems, actually, I'm going to say 99%. 99% of your problems will not need an exponent. If you do need an exponent in your answer, I have added a link at the top of the test. It's called lingojam.com. And it's a form of how to type in exponents in Google Form. So you'll go to that website, you'll type in whatever number you want in an exponent, and then it will make it like a really tiny font. You'll copy that little tiny 2 and then paste it over in your Google Form. You don't have to. If you want to use a caret and a 2, that's fine by me. Whatever form you use to where I can understand it to add an exponent, okay? But most of your answers shouldn't have exponents. I think that's all I have for you guys. Guys, we're here. Like, spring break's here. Whoop, whoop. So, finish up that brochure and finish up that factoring test. And all that's going to be due by Friday at midnight. Guys, Friday at midnight, we're on spring break. I'm not going to be grading anything over it. So, make sure you get it in by then. Okay? See you guys. Happy spring break.